Hello guys, this is Whack-A-Malt from Whack-A-Malt's Build. I'm currently signed on as Guru9898 to show you guys how to set up shops. Only advanced builder rank and higher can set up shops on our server, but you guys probably know how easy it is to get advanced builder on our server. Anyway, so I'm gonna set up a little shop here, right in front of Guru9898's house here, which I'm sure he would be very fond of having a shop selling red wool. Alright, so all you need to do this is you need a chest, which is what you'll be putting your actual items in. This isn't like an infinite shop. You do have to actually keep it stocked up, but you will get the money from stuff selling from it. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So all you have to do is place a chest, and then you have to place a sign within one block of it. I'm not sure if it works diagonally, like if I place it here, that may or may not work. I haven't actually tried that out. But what I usually do is I'll throw a block behind it like that, just for somewhat of a display item, and then I'll put the sign right here, so it's technically one block above the chest. So then people can see what they're getting, because in this case the name won't really tell you what color the wool is on the sign, so it's kind of useful in that way. Alright, so for making a user shop, which again only advanced builders can do, you have to leave the first line blank, because the plugin's going to automatically throw in your name up there. And then the second line is basically how many of the item you want to sell. In this case, we'd be selling a full stack, or you can do one at a time, like we do in the shop. And then we also have the secondary signs for a full stack. And then the second line is the price that you want to sell these items for, and this is for the full, for the amount. This is how much you're selling them for. So in this case, for 64 red wool, I would be selling this for. And you want to type in an uppercase B. Space, this is the buy price, and let's be really cheap here, and let's just say 16. So the wool is incredibly cheap. That's 16 bucks for a stack of 64, which is I'm not gonna leave this shop here for the same reasons that it's very expensive in the shop. But anyway, okay. So after this colon, then you want to put in the selling price. So we're selling them for 16. Actually, let me make it 15, make it even, and then I will. Or odd, divisible by 5. I'm going to put in the amount that I want to sell this for. This would be buying back from the people who purchased from your store. And you would just do, let's say 10 is what we'll give them back for giving us red wool. And then you do a space and a capital S. So the actual prices are just the two numbers separated by a colon, and then you want a space on either side with the buy and the sell, B and S capital. And then at the very bottom is where you tell it what item this shop is supposed to be selling. In this case, wool, and the data variable for red is 14. You can find all these on the Minecraft page, or Minecraft wiki. So this will work. I'm not sure if it would actually work with red here, which is it works for the give command in the console, but I don't think it would work for this plugin. I haven't tried it out. You guys can feel free to try it out if you want. Yeah, so then we just hit done. And there you go. You can see it through my name up there, and you can tell by the fact that it capitalized what I typed in that it actually recognized the item. If it doesn't recognize the name you typed in, the sign will just pop off, and the shop will not work. So at that point, your best bet would just be try and find the data, the actual value for the number. For example, smooth stone. You could just type in 98 is the number for that. I think wool is either, I can't remember if it's 15 or 35, something, I don't know. I usually type wool. For more common items, it'll usually recognize the name, but things with spaces in the name or special stuff. Yeah, things with spaces in the name and stuff, it sometimes won't recognize, so it's always safer to use the number. So now all we have to do is stock this shop, because right now no one would be able to use this. So we're just going to go ahead and throw the rest of my red wool in there, and then ask someone to try this out. And I already know it works, but might as well prove it to you guys by having someone come over here. There we go. And there we go. You can see he got it in his hand, so it obviously worked. And you can see that I made $14.77. That's because we actually have somewhat of a tax going on our server, I guess, right now. I'm actually going to remove that because that's stupid. I think that's a default on the plugin. So that won't happen by the time you're actually trying to use this. But easy, it does work, and I made my money, and he threw my wool back at me. Cool, so that's how you make shops on the server, and hopefully this is useful for you guys. If you have any trouble, as usual, just leave a comment or ask me in-game. Thanks, see ya.